Hello everybody, there's Mr. Lazy Legs yet again, live from the United Kingdom, obviously. We are now just getting ready for the next Saturday Funfly event, which is slightly different to what we normally do, gotta be honest. We're going to do one lap, and it's done by a club called the Salt City Racing FPV Club here on Tiny Whoop Go, and you've still got time to register if you fancy giving it a go. It's easy to find. Oh, fuck's sake. So we just have to go to your tracks panel, and then you can go to browse if you haven't already got it. Just put in Salty at the bottom, search, and there it is, the Salty Dungeon, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so we're going to go straight in, like so, and it is a dash to the finish. Literally. Just so you know, it's one lap. You start at one side, you've got to try and get all the way through the dungeon to the other, and basically just think that there's a dragon chasing you. And see if you can get out without missing that many gates, which is the idea of this particular. Hang on a minute, am I in the right? Yes, I am in the right place, that's fine. So what we're going to do now is I've just got to very quickly do a little bit of housework, because sometimes it just don't work as it's supposed to. Oops, wrong button. So I am going to just quickly do this, and then this, and I am live, and we have me watching, so I'm just going to quickly, I don't know if this is going to work. No, it's not going to work. Not going to work at all, but let's just see if this works. Just out of curiosity. No, not going to work. No. It is a shame that it doesn't work. It is a shame as it's supposed to. But there we go. What we're going to do is I've just got to do a little bit more housekeeping, and then we're going to jump straight in, and we are going to do the track. Now, what's going to be different is that we're only going to do one lap on this event, because it will still take you about 2 minutes to do the track, or at least a minute and a half to 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'm going to say 2 minutes. Only exceptional if you can do it in under than 2 minutes. But generally speaking, yeah, it's not quite that long. I see. That makes a lot of sense on why it isn't doing what I wanted to do. Actually, I'm just trying to get back into it. There we go. Watching now, and I'm just trying to copy. It's not working. Very annoying. It's a bit annoying because all it's doing is just that, and I don't want it to do that. Never mind. So we're just going to do a little bit more housekeeping. Sorry about this. The thing is that I can't actually do it until I'm live. But I'm usually a little bit quicker than this. Gotta be honest. I am usually a little bit quicker than this. Right, let's just go across. Let's just click on that. Sorry about this. I'm going to close. I'm live. But I'm usually a little bit quicker than this. Gotta be honest. There we go. And if anybody is in this channel, paste. There we go. Okay. So this is done by a group called the Salty FPV. You do have time to register. if you want to have a go and take part yourself. You've got until 8 o'clock to register, so you've got 30 minutes, but it's probably a good idea that you check what you're registering for first, which might be a good idea. So let's just get you involved in that. This is the track. It's black. It's very, very black, which I find really difficult because I haven't got a little thing in the middle of my screen, so I know where the center is, but there you go. Right, let's just put on the old sequencer. So it has got a sequencer there. Oh look, you can get out. Not noticed this. So this is the dungeon, or the dungeon, and you've got to try and get round it as quick as you can. One lap. There's not 2 laps, it's just 1 lap. Now, I'd like to say that's my ghost, but it isn't. That is Mouse's ghost. She had a go earlier. So this is the track. So you're going up the hill. There's quite a few hills, so this is just the first slow rise up it. And you have to go all the way round the dungeon, trying to find your way out. And because it is all black, I find it difficult to know where the heck I'm going. There we go, round. There's lots of slinkies, so I'm not quite sure how to describe them as we commentate the actual event, but I'm sure I'll find a way of saying some stupid phrase. We go up, and then we're going to go right back down again. I'm going to call this the medium slinky. We're going to go through the infinity tunnels, because there's quite a few of them. And then when you go through, it's a bit of a soft to the left, and then you're going to have to make a really hard right, straight back down. This is a compacted slinky is what I'm going to call it, because it is quite a lot. Oh, I didn't do that properly. Straight through, round again, hammer it home, hard left, and now you're probably about, well, we're just over halfway. So we're just going to go up a few hills. Whoa, overdid it, totally overshot that. And I honestly think that if you're going to take part, don't worry too much about trying to get around it as fast as you can, because there are so many gates that you could miss. Just take your time, and then what you might find is you might not be the first one to finish, right? But don't forget, every gate you miss is a 15-second penalty, and that basically could mean that when you do finish, you find yourself much higher up than you thought. There we go, that's lap 1. That was 2 minutes 17, which is not very good. So that is the actual track. So we'll just do it one more time, but this time I'm not going to try and go fast, because I can't. Let's just take it slow. And there's a few reasons why I like this track. One of them is it teaches you throttle control. Now I don't roll, I just yaw, which is clearly not ideal, but it just means that I use a little bit of time as I go around corners. But with your throttle, obviously everyone's different with how they do their throttle and their roll. So for me, I've got my left stick is my yaw and throttle, and my right is my roll and pitch. So it really does teach you a bit of muscle memory in how you work the throttle. But if you notice, it is actually quite a nice track. You don't really have to ram it home. I mean, obviously, if you want to come first, then you do want to be a little nippy. But don't think that it's the if you're the last one to finish, that you're the one that's going to be last, because it just might not be the case at all. And I can demonstrate that in a minute, because I can show you the current leaderboard of this, and the amount of people that actually miss gates is quite incredible. But I don't think it would be right for anyone to do 3 laps of this, because if you get stuck, you do get frustrated, and it's meant to be a fun fly, so you don't really want to be frustrated, do you? If you're just flying for fun. So you can just, you know, do what I'm doing. It's like a Sunday drive. Yep, like a Sunday drive. When your granddad and grandma go out and you're just taking it easy. You're not speeding, but you are hitting all the gates. And that is what counts, because, as I say, a missed gate is 15 seconds. So there's no reason to go fast. If you can go fast, obviously do it. But it's I wouldn't suggest it's the be all and end all of everything. But I can show you. There we go. And there we are. See, we're out of the dungeon. I might as well do it again. Though again, in the event, it's one lap. So you just got to do this one. It's the first one to get out of the dungeon in the quickest time. And that's important. It's not the first one out. It's the one you can go through it in the quickest time by getting in all the gates, or going through all the gates. And I think that's probably a much better way of phrasing it as I have so far. Because like I say, you might be the first one out, but if you missed a few gates, you won't be at the top at the end. So it is worth just taking a bit of time, making sure you go through all the gates. Have a little natter with yourself. Ooh, I had a bump there, look, and I was even going slow. Going back up. Here we go. Up the hill, round the corner. Round we go. Back down. And into the infinity. Whoa! I had a bump, which unfortunately made me miss a gate, and then I got confused and fell out. There we go. And then we go through this, which is quite pretty to look at. Whoa! Yeah, you have to slow down. Definitely need to slow down when you see slinkies turning. Again, I think it would be easier if you roll, but I just can't get the hang of rolling. I just can't. I have tried, and I just feel more comfortable yawing. So, oh, I keep forgetting that. I mean, I don't forget it, but I keep missing it. I should slow down a little bit so I can make that corner. That's like lost a second. That's a nice sharp one. Let's just carry on going round. We're near the end. We're over halfway just. No, God, your ghost is finished. Your ghost he's got his feet up, having a rest, having a cup of coffee. Down we go again. You don't have to worry too much about going overly fast. You just got to make sure that you hit all the gates. And after this, I can show you where we are on the leaderboard, because I think it's important that you know that even though that I'm not going particularly fast, I am now. Leg it! Oh, I got one missed gate. So that was in 7 minutes 28. So that's the 3 lap, which is why we just do not want to do 3 laps. Because there's no way that you can concentrate for 3 laps trying to go as fast as you can around that you know, thing. Right, so I'm just going to now bring up the old leaderboard, and then you can see for yourselves. Oh, that's the wrong one. Bear with me, but just don't bear naked. There we go. Let's just bring this up. There we go. Okay. So let me just transfer over to a different monitor. There we go. So this is where it stands. This is where we are on the leaderboard. So this is the club, and this is the actual track. And you've got obviously pro, because you've got 3 different types of drone. So that's the 65, that's the intermediate, and then the pro is the TWF, which is the one that you can actually change your rates on. So Rab has done it in the fastest, in 3 minutes 32 for the US. In Europe, actually the UK is Rich on 3 minutes 48. And then you can just roll down. Mr. Ben, 4 minutes and a half. But you can notice that MG means miss gates. And you can start coming down. 14th, 6 minutes, miss gates. Oh look, there's Mr. Lazy Leg. So this is what Mouse did it in earlier on. So she's in 9th place, Europe.
You're welcome, Lazy.
5 minutes 40, no miss gates. But as you come down, you can see that quite a few people are starting to miss gates. Dave Gregory, he's flying tonight. He's done it in 6 minutes 4. So you can, definitely do it quick. but you just want to be able to get through. And remember that this is different to when you're doing solo flight, because you do have drones in your face. And I think it's really good to demonstrate this actually on this track, because obviously I can take off quite well, but the Ghost, which is what Mouse did. In fact, I'm going to show you. Actually, can I do that? I think I can. If I do that, and then take off.
You have to go past the first gate first.
Oh yeah, I do. You're right. There we go. So we're now. I'm not doing anything now. So this is Mouse's version. It's not speeded up. This is straight from the Ghost's visual point, which I forgot that we have this. It's a great little tool. And again, remember, if you haven't got this and you don't know what this is TinyWhoop Go Sim. It's free, and you can download it from www.tinywhoopgo.com. So you can go fast, but obviously you need young guys, I think, because I'm old, and I can't keep up with Mouse at all. And I can show you that when I try and overtake her. But what I want to show you whilst doing that is very much the case of that if there's a drone in front of you, and they're on a different line to what you're used to, it's so easy to just get it wrong. Really, 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 really easy to get it wrong. So it's also important, like a lesson in racing, in that you need to try and ignore the person that's in front of you. It's not, you do want to beat the person in front of you, but you want to be able to do it in your line because you know that's what you're comfortable with. So there they are. They're just going up the old staircase. I think that a lot of this is based on Harry Potter. I see lots of things from Harry Potter, like the moving staircases, although these don't move, but you get the idea. I think Harry Potter's got some influence on this particular one. But throttle control, look at the throttle control through this, having to do this. And you can hear it as well. There we go, there's the track. So we won't watch the second one, but what I will do is I'm just going to press F out of that, and I'm going to start again. But if you've got drones in front of you, you just see how annoying it is when you're trying to find your line and there's just something in front of you and you're trying to chase them down. Oh, that wasn't a very good demonstration. Let me try that demonstration a little bit better. Go around, there we go. So I'm in front, I can't keep up with Mouse at all, I'm going to miss a few gates. But if you notice, it's so difficult, it's so much, people don't get it, like when you're in solo mode, and then when you're in, I'm missing gates and I still can't keep up with her. And it's because I'm trying to follow her line and not my own. So yeah, it's not particularly simple to do. Let's try that again, but try and get all the gates. She does lose me because she's just too fast.
No, I tried to lose you.
But so we're going to there we go, going through. Now you can see that big red drone is right in front of me, and I'm trying to ignore that drone. I'm trying to ignore it and just follow the line on the gates. Now this has got the sequencer on, which changes the gates white, which you do not get when you're racing. So it's just black, red, and whatever colour drone that's in front of you. In this instance it's red again because it's my Ghost. But you're going to have green, you're going to have yellow, you know, and it's just difficult. It's just not as simple as what people make out it is. But it is a great track. But again, it's only great if you can do one lap. So like escape the dungeon. See, I can't do it. I'm trying. I cannot do it at that speed. There you go. Look, see, that's a good example. It's just in your face. Just sticking her bottom out and going, woo, look where I am. Try and chase me. Woo. And then she goes too fast for me. So I can't do that sort of thing. Because I'm a bit, you know, useless. And old. Yeah, old and useless. So that is that. But what I can show you is the LaZy League. So the LaZy League episode 2 is now being released, and I will show you that. But before that, let's just get the results of the first one. Not that it makes much difference, because the first one is the only score that we've got. So it's telling you where we are right now. Let me just bring it up. LaZy League table. Right, we haven't got a master because I need 2. So this is the episode 1. It's in alphabetical, so let's just change that. I'll let you see it. There you go. So this is the LaZy League. It's in alphabetical at the moment because that's how I do the worksheet. But let's just change it from the time. There we go. Rich on 1:34 at the moment. FPV Kev just behind on 1 minute 44. Rory on 1:46. 1:56 for Mr. Ben. 1:59 for Cousins. And this is basically how it's working. And this is just for week 1. So week 2 has been released. It is called week 2, or episode 2 even. And some of you might find it a bit familiar, because although I am lazy, not very many people did the event last night. So I thought, rather than waste the track, let's use it. So there we go. Mr. LaZy, LaZy League, episode 2. Oh, bugger. You can't see. There we go. So again, it's under South Gloss, but there you go. LaZy League, episode 2. Pick your drone. And again, some of you will recognize this because it's the same track as what we did yesterday. It's just I've changed the name. And that is all I have done. But I will show it to you because you've got a week to post a time. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, if you want to have a go and get on the leaderboard, and then the top 16 after on week 11. So this is now week 2. So we've just done week 1, week 2. Week 10 is the final one. And then on the following Saturday, we're going to do a knockout, hopefully, where the top 16, they will come in and try to get the best time on one of the tracks. It will be on one of the tracks that they've done. It won't be a new one. So let's just do this so that you've seen it. My sound's gone again. I can't hear anything. Oh no.
You're good at that track, you're just not good at the one that we just did.
I'm good at this track because I built it. So it's got a few technicals, so you are going to have to take a few goes at it, but once you get it nailed, you'll actually find it quite fun. But you do need to nail these fence bits. Doesn't matter how you go through these fences, by the way. Well, it does here because you've only got one way really, which is that way. Oh! I don't know if that caught me, so I'm not going to risk the penalty. I'm just going to take it again. Through the infinity. This is the rickety ladder. So we're going to go up the rickety ladder. Up we go. And then we're going to go down the rickety ladder. Again, another fence gate. Through, round the figure of 8. Round again. And that is lap 1. I've got an itchy nose. Sorry about that. So I'm going to start that again because I've got an itchy nose. It's not working. Okay, something's going on. I don't know what, but something is. I can't restart. I can't do anything. What is going on? I wonder if my keyboard's lost all power. Oh, hang on, is that working? Okay, my keyboard has lost power. So I need batteries to recharge, to change the batteries in my keyboard.
Oh no.
Because clearly my keyboard isn't working. Not particularly surprising, they have been in here for a long time and I do use the keyboard a lot. So I'm going to change it now. I had lots of batteries, but I can't remember where I put them. Why did this happen now? It's been working fine, and now it's decided to go belly up, just as we're about to take off, literally. That's not working either. Have I got any in here? I had a box of batteries and now I don't know where they are. I put them in a safe place, people, which means I have no chance of finding them. Sorry about this, folks. I could put you on Be Right Back, but I think that might be quite rude. I have a brand new pack of batteries.
Somewhere.
They were in my hand less than a week ago, and I put them somewhere thinking, oh I know, I'll just find them again easily. But clearly that was a load of bollocks. For fuck's sake. So now I don't know where they are. So I've got drawers everywhere, that's why I'm... Here they are. I found them, people. It's safe. It's safe! Right. That can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. And now we should have... Come on. There we go, and I've got sound. Look at what you would have won. Okay, I'm back. So that is the track. I am just quickly going to go back and forth and click in there. You've got 5 minutes if you want to register for the old dungeon run. That's what I'm going to call it, the dungeon run. There we go, let's start again. And this is the one for the LaZy League. Didn't catch me. Again, if you don't get caught, you can either, obviously, because you're just trying to get your best time, you can just press spacebar to reset. Because you are trying to get your best time. Which I'm not, because my ghost is so far ahead now. There's no way that I can beat my ghost. So I'm going to start again as well. Right, let's put this up. Take it around, we go. There's my ghost, you can just see him in front. Can't fly today. Mind you, it could be argued that I can't fly most days. It's just shit today. Right, one more chance and then we're going to get ready for the old race. If you get a good line going through there, you can actually get through quite nicely. I had a bit of a bump on my ghost on that one. There we go. Beating my ghost now. There we go. Slot round. Nice and tidy. Didn't catch me. Go around and do it again so I don't get my penalty. Through the infinity up towards the rickety ladder. Down to the other rickety ladder. Through the fence gate, what I call it, into the figure of 8. Straight round, round again. Follow the thingies, and there you go, that's your lap. So that's what you can do. Okay, let's come out then and get ourselves in the places we need to be. Okay, and we are in the lounge on Discord now, and I'm going to leave this track, and I'm going to leave that bit and go to events and then join the race. Right, I don't need my controller because I am not going to do it. And now I am going to have my cold coffee because I spent too much time trying to find my bloody batteries. Right, I can close all these down like that, and I can check how many people we've got racing tonight. I know it's not very many. No.
How long till we have to finish registering?
You have got 3 minutes. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, because I told you know who I do.
Alright, let's just add mouse. So we've got 222, Mr. H are in. Mouse, we've just got to wait because she's going to be late as usual.
Sorry. It's always my fault. Always my fault that I'm late.
Discord has annoying echo on the live stream. The spotter echoes as he calls the gates out. Okay. I suppose it depends on if people wear headphones or unless it's me. If I'm going through twice, maybe. I don't know. I have to let you know. Oh, Rich has just joined now. Do you know what? I'm actually looking forward to seeing Rich try this because obviously he is really high on the leaderboard as it stands. So I'd love to see his lines. So I'm quite glad that he has popped in to help. We've got Mr. H. In fact, you can't see, can you? Let me just click this button and then you'll be able to see. Oh, he's flying. So we've got Benny, but I'm not quite sure if he's going to make it because he keeps registering, but he doesn't actually turn up. You've got Mr. H from Spain, 222, Dave, BVator, FPV, FPV Kev can't make it tonight. Elude, Mouse, and Rich, all from the United Kingdom. So I just have to transfer my up top and then power, because shockingly the laptop sucks power like there's no tomorrow in this sim. Well, no, it's not just this sim, it's any game actually you play on it, which is a bit ridiculous considering it's a gaming laptop, but there you go. And I'm just going to plug it in. There we go. Okay. So we are good. We are just waiting for everyone to become green in the pits, and then when they are in the pits, when they're in the pits, then we can start creating the heats. Let's just unplug that. It's been on charge all day. There we go. Okay. So it's now 8 o'clock.
I'm coming in.
So I don't think anyone is going to be able to join us now.
Me join.
Yeah, but you're already in there, so it's nicer. Yeah. So we're just waiting for Dave Gregory and Beavernator, who I do hope are joining us tonight. But it don't matter if they can't. And it is Saturday today. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're just going to wait for a few minutes for everyone to come in and go green. And then we are good to go. Right, I'm going to mute myself from there. Okay, yeah. So what we need to do then is the future is ask pilots to either wear headphones or turn their spotter off so it doesn't confuse people. Would be the best bet. We're just waiting for a few others. Right, let's just do a call to the pits. Who else are we waiting for? Right, you have got 3 mins. Okay, we can do a call to the pits. And then we can start. So we create the in fact, I can do that first. I want to just change it. So we're going to change it to, we're going to double everything because we're taking out the laps. So it's going to be 1 lap per heat. We do want it to be fastest together so it's easier for me. Job done. Mr. Ben is going to come along as well, so I'm just going to add Mr. Ben. I think that's it. Let's just check. Yep. Okay, so Mr. Ben is in. So he's going to leave the event tab and then go back. Okay. We can click this button now, and we can also click that button, and then we'll just see that Mr. Ben has arrived. I'm not sure if Dave G is going to be able. He did message me to say that he was going to be in, but they've got 1 minute. 1 minute, and then we are going to click the button. 1 minute. This is your 1 minute call. Right, it is set. I just want to double check. It is good size 8, qualifying 4. So we're going to do 4 rounds because I want to make sure that everyone does understand that there was a bit of an issue with one of the videos that I did, and that I missed accidentally 234 gates. Now, I know what you're thinking, but to miss 234 gates in this track is quite simple to do. True story. Fastest together. In fact, I'm not going to do 4, I'm going to do 3. And then we can have a little gap in between, so we don't need to do 4. Okay, so we've got green. We've got Mr. H, Mr. Ben, 222, Elude, Mouse, and Rich. We have done the call for... Oh, Dave G's there. Is Dave G coming in? Oh, Dave G is grey as well. Beavernator, green. What did I say?
Grey.
Okay, well, it's because my hair's gone grey. it should be greater than it is. And we're just waiting for Beavernator. He's got very short time for. We've got 7 now, so that should be a good race between the 7. And we are waiting. Dave G is in. Okay, let's just go over. Hello, people. Welcome to the Saturday Night Fun Fly. This is going to be a really good event. Just a bit of housekeeping. It's going to be 1 lap. It's not so much the first one to finish, but the one with the fastest time, excluding penalties. And we're going to do 3 qualifying to make sure that everyone can get through the gates and that they know the track because of my misinformed video. And then it's going to be 4 rounds of 1 lap to do the scoring, and then we'll see how we go through.
Is it just one lap qualifying as well?
Yep, absolutely. There's no. I absolutely. My eyes go completely berserk when I try and do 2 laps or more. So.
I've never done this track before. It's the first time flying this track for me.
No, you have.
You've got a time on there.
Yeah, you got a time on there. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it must be for you. There you go, I've done it. How far up the leaderboard am I? Or how far down the leaderboard am I, should I say?
Actually, you're not
I
that
think you were
bad.
7th or something, 8th.
Okay, on. I'm the boss then.
You are 10th. You were 9th, but unfortunately Mouse beat you. It says Mr. Lazy Legs, but it's actually it was me.
It's a very hard track. I really struggled with this one.
Have Mouse getting your times up on all the tracks.
Well, strangely enough, I knew that was going to happen, and usually when she does it, it's because she has 1 go on it, and she's always faster than me on her first go. And normally I try and beat her, and to be fair, I do normally, but on this one I can't. She's just too fast on this one.
Rich, you want to come over and have a go on my Tony machine?
I was just thinking exactly the same thing.
I've started something.
No, still good.
Okay, we're good to go. So I'm now going to create it. It should be just 1 lap, fingers crossed. We've never done this before, by the way, so if it all goes tits up, it's not my fault.
It is.
Okay, it is all my fault apparently. Right, I'm going to invite you guys in now. This is qualifying number 1, and I will leave you guys to it. And we are now just waiting to go in. And I have some extra housekeeping to do. Oh, look at that. That's great, that is. Sausages. Okay, sorry folks. I'm going to need to start it and then abort it. I've made a boo-boo.
I have as well.
I thought I installed it. Okay, well in that case I've made 2 boo-boos. So just let me start it and then abort it, because that's the only way I can make sure everyone comes out. So don't worry about it. It'll take you out for you.
Repeat. Race aborted.
There we go. Now we just got to quickly do some housekeeping and memento.
Where are you flying?
No?
You said that you're flying.
Well no, I was going to, but you're going to fly now, so I was going to fly on there.
Oh.
Right, for some reason it hasn't understood
I can't get out. There you go.
tracks, so I thought I had. Just search salty and it comes up. Oh, I haven't. Oh, what an idiot, and I turned it on early as well. Right, there we go, we should be good.
Hopefully you can't like my girlfriend shouting in the
Hang
background.
on. I've done it.
Well,
How do I get rid of this?
right, so you should be able to...
Sort it.
yeah, that's fine, okay. Now just go back to events. Join. There we go. Okay, sorry folks, here we go, let's invite you in again. Slight technical hitch. Right, let's just change screens so you can see what I can see, and we are going to go to the blimp.
By the way, I think you said boo-boo again.
There we go. So I'm not quite sure what the blimp is going to look like on this. I don't have the blimp. I do not have the blimp on this. What should I do? Wow, look at that blimp. That is awesome.
You see?
I don't think you get the whole track in it. I'm not sure.
Looks like
I think you do, don't you? But the at the bottom you can see that we're actually following somebody, so that is possibly why. So let's just change that because we don't want to watch anybody. And let's just go back to blimp, and there we go. And we are going to, in this first instance, you know who we're going to follow. It is clear. Right, we're going to start this baby off, and I'm just going to mute myself from the pits because I don't want them getting distracted with me. And we're going to start it.
Pilot 10 seconds.
And we are off. We're going to be following Rich on one screen, and on the other we have the blimp. Oh, someone's got a start penalty, and we are watching Rich as he goes through it. As you notice, he's not going as fast as he normally is, because it isn't about speed on this one, it is about precision. You've got to get every single gate right. He is in the lead, mind, and we can just see him on the blimp. Let's just go over and check who we are. Elude is in the red, Mouse is in the green, Mr. H is in the purple, Rich is in the white, yellow is 222, Mr. Ben's in blue, and pink is Dave Gregory. So we can see Rich is well ahead at the moment. Not far behind is blue. I think that's Mr. Ben. Not far behind that is 222. And then you've got Mr. H, very, very close. I'm very forgetful. Mouse is having a few issues coming through.
Yeah. This isn't points, is it?
Nope. It looks like they've all gone now through. See, so you don't actually see them as they're going through. Hello, Mr. Barlow. We don't actually see them when they go through the infinity tunnel, so that's why on the right hand side it's quite black. They come down there, then you don't see them until they come out of the infinity tunnels. And Rich has done it in 1:18, closely followed by Mr. Ben. I think Mr. Ben is going to be not far behind. He's just going through the last couple of gates, out round, straight through down to the candy cane. Come on, Mr. Ben, you can do it, Mr. Ben, in 1:34, closely followed by 222, I think. 222 and 225. He's definitely missed some gates. 222. That is why that's happening. Mr. H is going to be in next by the looks of it, followed by Dave Gregory. Mr. H is coming in. Lovely. Here he comes. Mr. H is coming in, being chased by 222, but he's already finished. Oh, look at that. Mr. H comes in. This is what I was saying, people. This is exactly what I was saying before. It doesn't matter if you come out first, if you missed a few gates. 222's now moved down to fourth. Mr. H is into third. Here we've got Pink coming in. That's Dave Gregory and Elude. 222 was third, but he is now dropped down to sixth. Dave Gregory did it in 2:15, 2:16 for Elude. They were quite close. We did see that, but I was following Rich. But we're gonna it was nice watching Rich going through there. But one thing I would definitely tell people: he was not going ridiculously quick. He wasn't. And that is everybody in. That was brilliant. That was pretty good. I am quite impressed with that.
Brilliant, not brilliant.
Oh, I can't talk. I can't. My computer keeps screwing up. I'm just crap today. I'm sorry, everybody. Right, I want to just change some of the screens a minute because I want you to see that one.
Hang on. Green's in front of me, I'm green.
This one. And then we're going to go on to that one. Okay, so that's the one I want you to watch. So we're going to finish that one now. So again, this one is not for points at the moment. It is just for them to practice and make sure that they're doing everything right. Because you do need that with this. As I was trying to point out earlier on in the show, what you need to do is try and get past if they're just in front of you and they're interrupting your lines as you're going through. It does take a, I wouldn't say a huge amount, but you do need to get used to it. There we go. That's where we are with the times. Look, quite a difference apart from when you come down to fourth, fifth, sixth. Mouse did it much quicker than that, so we know that because she did my time, so we know that she can do quicker than that. So let's get them back in for the next one, and then after this next one, we'll give them a minute just to settle down after that, and then we can we'll have a little chat with the folks that are doing it, and Right, so the colours have changed. No, they haven't. The colours hasn't changed. So Elude's in the red, Mouse is in the green again, Mr. H in the purple, Rich in the white, 222 in the yellow, Mr. Ben in the light blue or cyan, and Dave Gregory in the pink. So we're going to kick this one off, and then we'll have a little chat with the pilots afterwards. So let's just start this one.
Pilots, 10 seconds.
And we are going to follow. We followed Rich. We're going to follow Mr. H because he was quite close. Oh, someone's taken off already. That's Mouse. Look at that. Head start for Mouse. Off she goes. Straight round and overtaken. Well, no, she hasn't been overtaken yet. She's. Oh. Mr. H just had a bit of an issue going through that one, but he's making it back up. They are pretty close. You've got yellow and green are chasing each other down. And then we've got Elude who's just come through as well. Mr. H is now behind. He's quite a distance behind. He's got some catching up to do. So we're going to move up to pink, which is Dave Gregory. There he is. He's, oh, I thought he might have missed that, but he didn't. He's now going down the slinky. He has just overtaken Elude. Dave Gregory has just overtaken Elude. Going back up, back down the hill of the Space Slinky. Heading towards the Infinity Tunnel. So you're not going to see Dave Gregory now while he goes through all the Infinity Tunnels. Straight up. Look at that. It's quite memorizing. God, I can't talk either today. Jesus. Here we go. This is now the tight slinky. This is the mistake. He's got it. That's it. He went all the way around. Perfect. Really hard. Back on himself again. This is the tight slinky. Slinky snake. This is the tight slinky snake. Rich has done it in 1:15. 1:15 for Rich. We are still in with Dave Gregory though. We are now just saying Dave Gregory he's pretty safe at the moment. We need to go to Elude. Elude is trying to battle it out with Mouse. Oh, Elude just bumped his head. He's going too fast. He's just made another little boo-boo. A mistake. You've got to stop saying boo-boo. I can't put off Mouse. I'm sorry. Mr. Ben, look at that. 130 for Mr. Ben. 142 for 222. Elude just made another little mistake, but he's made up for it. It's just getting those lines. Oh, and Mouse comes in 4th place on 154, closely followed by Elude on 211. Elude must have missed a gate because that's the only reason why he was so far behind. Dave Gregory has moved Elude down 202 and Mr. H on 215. So that was an impressive time as well. Okay, let's just end that one.
Race is now over.
Great little. Oh, actually, I haven't even pushed the right buttons either. I've got to. Oh, I can't do it now. I'm going to show you something in a momento, which I forgot to do because it's a new feature. We were trialing it yesterday, in case you were wondering. Right, let's just go up and talk to the guys.
My nose was like an inch off the screen. Like it was just completely square.
How is it been so far? Do you like doing the one lap?
Yeah, that's fun.
It is fun, isn't it? I don't think the track's that fun, but I think the one lap's quite fun. But it was some close times. No, but I tell you what, I don't know if you noticed it on the stream. He doesn't go his usual ridiculously fast self. He's just very controlled, and I think that's one of the things that this particular track teaches you is throttle control. We were in with him on the first one and a little bit of the second lap, and it wasn't as if he was doing what he normally does, like a down carpy, floor it, throttle it. No, that is true. That is true. Right, we're just going to, it doesn't really make much of a difference, but we're just going to check what the times are. Just seeing, this is lap 2, so we can see what everyone else is at the moment. We can see that people have just made it a little bit better. Rich specifically did it quicker. And I can't remember the rest. 222 is very consistent in his time so far in the last two. Mouse did much better. Elude had a few bumps, but his lines were really nice. So that's positive. So we're going to bring you into the last one of the seeding. Let's just invite you guys in. And good luck. Okay, we're just going to wait for everyone to come in. We've got Elude, who's going to be in the red again.
Yep.
In fact, I'm a bit confused. That was meant to be Rich in the red, but it wasn't.
No, because we're still on qualifying.
Okay, so we've got Elude in the red. Yeah, don't worry, it's me. Rich. Elude in the red. Mouse in the green. Mr. H. Rich in the white. Although this is, yeah, Rich in the white. Oh, I know why. I'm such a muppet. Okay, let's go over to the blimp. I like them to be able to take off and do that testing, and we are going to start this baby off. Now, who are we going to follow this time? This time, I think we're going to follow Mr. Ben, because he is also consistently quick on this particular track. So let's watch him go through it. Good luck.
Pilot 10 seconds.
Are we going to see a sneaky green little bubble? Okay, we had an issue. Mr. Ben took off before his bleeps. That is why he is so far ahead.
Or it just didn't count him.
I don't know if it will count him, but I do know we'll find out as he finishes, because he is literally nearly finished. He is on the last bit. In fact, he's not even. Yes, he is. There he is. We see him coming down now. He's in the last section. He's in the last quarter of the dungeon. But I'm not sure that he's going to get counted. But you can see that we've got yellow. 222 is flying. We can. Oh, actually, let's just try this. OSS, right. OSS has paused everything. We're going to go in now with Rich. We've seen he's nice and small. We'll go with Elude. It would have been Elude. Mr. Ben, 222. Here we go. We've got 222 who is yellow on the blimp. And he's just going down the big hill of the slink. He's in the last section, the last corner of the dungeon. Rich does it in 120. 222 is going to be right behind him. Closely followed by Mr. H, who is racing Dave Gregory. We're going to jump over to Dave Gregory. Let's jump over to Dave Gregory. We've got Dave Gregory, who is very, 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 very close with Elude. Mouse is going to be coming in, I think, in third. No, in fourth place, because we just got Mr. H who's just come in. Mouse is just coming round to the final part. He has come in. Dave Gregory, we've still got...
He has come in.
What?
You just said for me that he's come in.
Elude is finished on 158 in fifth. Dave Gregory is also just made it in. And Mr. Ben was not counted because his bleeps went too early, basically, which is a bit of a nuisance.
That's CD.
So that is CD. No, I don't know why it did it. It did it. So we're just going to end that now because everybody's in.
Pilot, race is now over.
It did a bit of a tits up again with that. So we're just going to do that. Okay, so I pushed a special button, but when I did, it literally did not work. So that'd be interesting to see how that works for the second time. Right, let's just go back to the folks. Mr. Ben, it did a pain in the ass again.
Yeah, I didn't get the beats or anything.
No.
But it was only a qualifier, so I just wasn't worried about it.
Okay, well let's hope that it doesn't do it. No one's dropped out, so...
I might just exit and come back in because like none seems to help.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is usually Mouse or Mr. Ben that has this issue, but hopefully we can get it resolved. Right, we can actually find out, based on what we have just done, where people are. Let's just bring that in. Everybody's in, so this is the last one, but of course it doesn't include Mr. Ben. There we go. Actually, it has counted your time on the back end, I think. But everyone's pretty consistent with their times. I mean, everyone's getting a little bit quicker, so it's definitely worth doing it when you've got... How are you guys finding it when there's someone in front of you? Does it make you really want to overtake them more? Just to get them out of your way.
Very competitive. Yeah, definitely makes me want to try and catch whoever it is. If it's rich, then no, I don't. I just if it's rich, I just concentrate on my lines.
If it's rich, you just let him go ahead. Just tell him to go. Oh yeah. Right, okay, so that was all done. We're still on one of that. I'm just double checking that everything in the settings is fine, and it is. So we're going to go straight over to the main racing, create the heats, and it should be fastest to slowest. And let's invite them in. Right, I'm going to leave my thingies on, and then I will do the beeps as close as I can for you, Mr. Ben. Well, at least you'll know where not to go anyway. So let's just invite you in. There we go. Okay, so this is based on fastest to slowest. Yay. So in first we've got Rich, who's now red. Green is Mr. Ben. Purple is 222. Mr. H is in the white. Mouse is in the yellow. Eludes in the cyan.
Cyan?
Cyan. It's cyan. And Dave Gregory is in the pink.
Very posh.
Now, when I do that and that, it literally...
There's nothing.
No, actually, I can see you, but not the same way.
Not me.
So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start it now.
Pilot. 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Everyone hearing the countdown? If not, here it goes. Beep, 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 beep. Off you go. Let's jump in with Mr. H. Let me just mute myself because I know that it just annoys them if they can listen to me. Right, okay, we are in with Mr. H. So we're going to see that the reds are taken off. It's kind of messed up the... it's definitely messed up the blimp using the newer systems. So we definitely don't want to use that. Let's just see if I can go back. That's 222 at the moment. So we're with 222 and Mr. H. Also was just overtaken Mr. H, but he's trying to catch back up. It looks like, I think that's pink. I think that's Dave Gregory. Dave Gregory. Oh, and Mr. H is under the boo-boo. That's given Dave Gregory a bit of a different push. I think that might be Mouse there as well with them in the mix. 222 is now going through the big slinky. I want to just go back to the blimp. There we go. That's fixed the problems with the blimp. Flying down. Mr. H is... Oh, Mr. H has made a terrible mistake. Not boo-boo. I'm not using that word anymore.
Why not?
Because it's a stupid word to use. Here we go. Oh, Mr. H is having a few issues. Right, let's just see who is up close. We've got Rich coming in, and he is done. It's going to be very close. We've got Purple actually coming in, which I believe is 222. I don't know where Mr. Ben is.
I'm chasing him.
Oh yeah, yellow and Mr. Ben. Oh, but 222 is just coming on 133. Green, that is Mr. Ben. He is coming in. Come on, yellow. Oh, Mr. Ben just made a mistake. Come on, you can do it. Floor it, floor it, floor it. Go! Oh, look at that. Just behind Mr. Ben on 145. Mouse on 149. Mr. H is coming in 5th. Well done, Mr. H. Elude on 1. Oh, look at that. They were really close together, Mr. H and Dave Gregory on 202. Much quicker racing on that one. We had some really great races. I can't talk to save my friggin' life. Okay. Well done. Let's invite these people back. Mr. Kev?
I thought you
surely that's what I do. I make boo-boos. There we go. This is where we are with the points. Let's just push that button. Come over. Refresh. This is the result. There you go. Look, Rich on 8. 222 on 7. Mr. Ben on 6. Mouse on 5. Mr. H on 4. Elude on 3. And Dave Gregory on 2 points. That was the first round, and it was a lot of close racing, which was awesome. So what I want to do now is we're going to try and do something again. So let's invite the pilots into round 2, but I'm going to give them a minute just to settle in. Okay, and I just want to make sure that okay, I've invited you in, but I haven't pushed the start button yet, so if you do hear any beeps, then it's an issue. Just so you know, I have not pushed the button. I'll give you a minute, because I know that your eyes need to settle down a little bit after that. We're just going to go back to the blimp on that one. On this one, we're going to jump in there, and I want to get rid of that, and I want to do that.
Why are all these dates red?
No, they're all red. I
know.
I don't know why. Oh, hang on, he's just stopped. I need to go in with someone who's moving. There's 222. He's coming in. Rich, look at that. That's lovely going down there. This is a new mode that the developers have put in, which makes everything much smoother. I mean, it is literally like you are flying. I could be there with my controller and just, I could be Rich. Right, okay. We're going to start this baby up. So here we go.
Pilot, 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Good luck, everybody. We're going to stick with Dave Gregory. There we are. Everybody is in, and they are off. And straight off the bat, before anyone else was white, which was Mr. H. I am just going to remove that, because again, I don't want them to overhear. Right, so we are watching Dave Gregory. He is currently at the back, but that doesn't mean anything, because they're only just through the first section, going into the middle section, first part, going now through the slinky.
No.
Mouse is having issues and an itchy nose. Obviously, if you have an itchy nose, you've got your hand off the controller, so that's always done. Now Mouse is last. No, she's just found up. She's just overtaken Dave Gregory. Now Dave Gregory's trying to catch up. It is a close race between the two. We are in with Dave Gregory. Now there's Mouse. Oh, but she just bumped her head. You saw her try to overtake and then suddenly stop and pull in. We've got Rich coming in. He's in the 3rd section now. He's now about to enter the 4th section, and in he goes down the slinky hill. He is coming in. He's got plenty of space. Mr. Ben is not far behind. Mr. H is not far behind. Oh, that's 222. 222 is not far behind. In fact, he's trying to catch up with Mr. Ben. Oh, 222 nearly had him, but he just had a little bit of a knock. 120 for Rich. You can see that he's there. Mr. Ben is coming in. 222 is trying to catch him. Closely after that, we've got Mr. H. Closely after that, we've got Dave Gregory. Dave Gregory. Oh, Dave Gregory had a little bit of a issue going through that hoop. He's about to be overtaken. 222 did make it. Only just. I'm not sure if that's because Mr. Ben missed a gate.
Where's Dave Gregory?
He's so far in front. He's about to finish, so
I'm done for.
you just have to put this down to a poor. All that, Dave, actually, it depends how quick you are. You might actually bump in, because Mr. H and Elude seems to have missed some gates. So quickly, floor it. Put the throttle in, and Mouse, you don't come in last. You come in 6th place, because Mr. H must have missed a gate. Which is why, again, it doesn't matter where you finish. So that was very good racing. Very good racing. Right, I'm just going to try something, a memento. And well done, everybody. Let's get them out.
Pilot, race is now over.
And we will be able to find out where people are in the standings. And let's just fetch the results. And there we go. Rich on 16, far ahead. 222 on the 14. Mr. Ben with the 12. Mouse with the 8. Elude and Dave Gregory both on 7 points. And Mr. H on 6 points. That is where we currently are with the scores on the doors. Okay, let's invite them into round 3 and see if anyone can now pick up.
Ow.
some pace. They've still got 2 more rounds, so they could possibly interrupt and mess up the old leaderboard as it stands right now. But they do have to do some hard working to achieve that. So let's invite them in. And it'll be interesting to see how this looks. Interesting. Interesting. It's interesting.
What's so interesting, LaZy?
Let's go through. Okay, so we're just watching Mr. H on this screen. And now I want to check over to the blimp. And the blimp does not work with OSS enabled. So that's a shame. Okay. We are all good. We are going to sit in. Oop, wrong button. There we go. We're going to get rid of that. And let's see who takes off the first. Again, if you're not sure on the colours, we've got Rich is in the red, Mr. Ben is in the green, 222 is in the blue, or purple, sorry, purple, Mr. H is in the white, Mouse is in the yellow, Elude is in the cyan, and Dave Gregory is in the pink. Good luck, everybody.
Pilot. 10 seconds.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Everybody is in.
Mr. Ben's still flying, by the way.
Mr. Ben had a problem. I am going to abort that.
Race aborted. Repeat. Race aborted.
No, I was behind Rich. I was in front of Rich.
Hello, Mr. Ben. Did you have a bleep bleep before anyone else?
No, I didn't get any.
You didn't get any at all? Okay, that's why I aborted it. I saw an issue. Do you want to try and come out and come back in again and see if that resolves it? Because you've got a good score. I don't want that to...
I'm in the pits. That's just give it a little bit. It's problematic again.
Okay. I'll leave the sound on for a second and we will invite you all back in. Right, we go. Rich is in, Elude's in, Dave Gregory, Mr. Ben, Mouse, and Mr. H and 222. You are all in.
Okay, yeah.
Right, I am about to start it.
Completely lost my line now. Were you going to follow LaZy? Because you were going to follow me last time.
No, you just carry on doing what you're doing and forget what I'm doing. Right, let's start it off then.
Pilot. 10.
The sound is coming in.
10 seconds.
No, then go called again.
No, well the beeps are going now. Takeoff is now.
I'm just going to fly it, don't worry. See if it counts. See if it counts my climb. Yeah, see if it counts my climb anyway.
Okay.
I started late, but it probably doesn't matter.
Okay, we're just going to mute everybody. We're now going to go back. We are watching the blimp as it is, as they are flying down through the first section. Dave Gregory must have had a bit of an issue. He's now right last. But he needs to pick up time. But it's not impossible for him to overtake. He's gone back, he missed a gate, but he went back to it, which is the right thing to do, because if someone does miss a gate, that means that he will not be last. Doing it nicely. Okay, we have got Mr. H and Mouse trying to fight it out as they just go through the infinity tunnel. Rich, you can see in the red on the blimp, he is so far ahead, there's no one close. The closest is Mr. H, I think. Oh no, it is 222. It is 222, closely followed after 222. Oh look, they're getting they're getting caught in the slinky. Mr. H has just come out. Rich has done it in 1:15. We have got 222 really close behind. He's going to make second place, followed by Mr. H, followed by Mr. Ben, or maybe Mouse. Just behind Mouse we do have Cyan. I can't remember who Cyan is. Elude. They are coming down quite quick into the last section. 222 did it in 135. Mr. H does it in 147. We have been watching Mouse on the screen, but I haven't been talking about it because she gets flustered if I talk about it. But she comes in 5th place. Dave Gregory is on the last section. Here he is. He's just coming through the start finish now, coming round, and he is in. But unfortunately, Mr. Ben was not counted on that particular event because it had a bit of an issue, which happens often, unfortunately. So we're going to end that.
Pilots. Racing now.
We can see where that is with the standings. Let's just invite everybody back. There we go. And we just want to here we go. This is what the scores are at the moment. Look at that on 12. Mr. Ben, Mr. H, Mouse and Elude, they are all on 12. 3rd place is up for grabs. Rich is on 24, 222 is on 21, Mr. Ben, Mr. H, Mouse and Elude are all on 12 points. 3rd place is up for grabs. No pressure, people, no pressure. Dave Gregory is just behind on 10 points. So there we are at the moment. Okay, what we are going to do is invite everybody in for the final race. Let's get them in. Invite pilots. This is the final one of the fun fly tonight. If you want to take part in any of these fun flies in the future, you can do. Just download the sim. It's free. You get it from tinywhoopgo.com. Complete in some of the information, and you will be given an email. And in that email will be a link for the PC and also for the Mac. To actually download this free sim, and then you can take part in all these events that we fly on, and not just in the UK. There's events all over the world on Tiny Whoop Go. Okay, so we are going to jump into the blimp, get rid of that. We know the colours. Rich is in red. He'll be the one that flies off by the 2nd section. He's so far ahead no one can catch him anyway. Mr. Ben's in the green, 222 in the purple, Mr. H is in the white, Mouse is in the yellow, Elude's in the cyan, and pink is Mr. Dave Gregory. And it is all up for grabs to jump into 3rd place. So good luck, everybody.
10 seconds.
We are going to go through the group as we take off. We can see them on the blimp. We are following Rich. If you go through, look at that. He's not even the first one to take off, but his throttle control. He's just taking it nice and easy. He's not throwing it down like he normally does. Really nice. Okay, let's go in and let's check on Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben is a little bit further behind. We are having glitch problems with that one, so we'll move on to 222 as he goes through. Oh, he's just missed that gate for 222. He's just been overtaken by 2 others. We're going to jump. There we go. Mr. H was one of them. Oh, I think 222's just taken it back. It is a fight between Mr. H and 222. Mr. H. Oh, he just had a bump. He just bumped his head. Now 222 has taken off a little bit. Okay, it's jumping with Mao. She's just going up the hill as well. Let's jump in and see where Mr. Gregory is. Mr. Gregory. Oh, then we got Elude. There we go. There's Elude. He's going just through the infinity tunnels. Dave Gregory coming down the slink. It is close. Mouse has just started on the major slinky snake. Oh, she's just lost a few gates. You've probably got a missed gate then. Okay. Mr. H. 1:14 for Rich. He has completed already. Closely followed by Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben's going to be just behind. Behind him is 222. Behind him is Mr. H. Behind Mr. H is Elude. Just behind Elude, we've got Mouse. Just behind Mouse is Dave Gregory. Here we go, we can see them. He's just coming into the last section now. Let's jump in with Elude. Elude's in the last section as well now. They're all in the last section. He's coming in. We've got Dave Gregory coming in. Oh, Mouse is having a few issues trying to get through that one. This is the large step ladder. Oh, and she's going to floor it to the end. Mouse on 204. Dave Gregory is just coming in as well. There we go. And I think Mr. Ben might have just taken third place on that particular one. Well done, everybody. And we are going to end that one now.
Race is now over.
Race is now over. Well done, everybody. That was a tricky track.
Tricky track.
It is a tricky track. We are now just going to go and find out where the average placements were, because we did have third, Mr. Ben, Mr. H, Mouse and Elude both on 12 points. We are now going to, I was going to refresh it, and there we go. So in first we've got Rich, second is 222, third is Mr. Ben, Mr. H is fourth, Elude is fifth, Mouse is sixth, and Dave Gregory is seventh. So Mr. Ben did really well, considering he wasn't caught on one of them. So well done, Mr. Ben.
Thank you very much.
Elude as well has done better based on what was on qualifying, so he's moved up and Mouse has moved down. Really good times by Mr. H as well. So, and of course Rich on 32 points, which is well ahead from second place, which was on 27. So there we are. Thank you very much. I'm just going to mute those guys for a minute because we are done. And again, if you want to take part in this, then just go to www.tinyworkgo.com, and you can even search for what clubs are closest to you as well with that. So yeah, really good. Thank you very much. Our next one is on Tuesday, which is our Fun Fly Tuesday, and if you want to take part, then you can by downloading the sim, clicking on events, and then you'll see one in there on Tuesday. Just click join, and then just be around about 8 o'clock on Tuesday, and then you'll be able to take part as well. From the UK on a wet and windy day, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. So take care, stay safe.